Happy Saturday night. Welcome to the Scrapping Studio. I'm Tracy Walker, host and Creative Memories Advisor. Tonight, we are going to kind of take a jump back in time and do the most recent secret box that came out, secret box number 3. And this one is Retro Vibes. And it came with 12 sheets of designer paper as well as all these embellishments and border embellishments and 3 sheets of stickers. Let me get those moved out of the way and I'll show you these cute stickers. So I'm going to we're going to put together all of the layouts plus the borders today. And then I'm going to show you pictures of how to use it for pictures from the 70s and current time pictures. So this is the 3 sticker sheets that it comes with. And what's really cool is it also came with this Paisley border punch. And these stickers fit inside the Paisley border punch. So we're going to use that in a little bit as well. So let me get this. So if you've never bought a secret box, what it does is you order this box kind of sight unseen. There is a clue when they advertise it. They gave clues by showing this kind of stuff. You kind of got a vibe of what it was going to be. And it says you'll get some stickers, some paper, some sort of punch. It gives some clues of what you're going to get. So, um, this and the 80s one have probably been my most favorite one. Um, I know it's not the 80s, but it was very 80s retro, um, fluorescent pictures. I am going to do a layout for that in the next few weeks of an 80s party that we went to, and have some fun pictures for that one. So let's get started. What is great about these mystery or secret boxes is this one you can make 5 2-page layouts and 4 borders. And it has everything you need, the cutting guides, how to lay each of them out, what embellishments to use. Really, really nice. So, well, let's get started. And we are going to start out with cutting. And I've already separated my paper out. So, we're going to cut paper 1 and paper 2. And put those kind of over here. So paper 1 and paper 2 is this heart. So we are going to cut that. I'm going to use my 12-inch trimmer here. Make sure I have my straight blade in there. I do. Nothing worse than you go to cut and you're like, oh, I have a decorative blade in there. Not the end of the world, but so we are going to cut paper 1 and paper 2, the heart, just in half. So in half is just going to be 6 inches. And then there's paper 1. We'll set those aside. And then paper 2. Now what you also can do, if there's a lot of little pieces, the retro bright one was that way. I think that's what the previous secret box. What you can do is get a pencil and you could write. So on this one, get a pencil. So we're going to use A is going to be the heart side. So I could write A here. B is going to be the reverse. So I'm going to write B here. And then C is going to be the reverse. So I'm going to write C here. And then D is going to be that side. So I'm going to write D here. So that helps you when you go to put things together. It's going to say A, B, C, D. Kind of go through the whole alphabet. So we've done designer paper 1 and 2. So now we're going to move on to 3. And 3 is going to be, and you kind of have to pay attention. It's going to be, so you're going to use the reverse sides. So you can go and look at where that's going to show up in there. And just pay attention to the way that you're cutting. Now, this one ends up being sideways. However, you're not going to know because your photos are going to cover it up. So, what we're going to do is take this and we're going to cut a 4. First piece is 4. And then we're going to cut that in half at 6, and that's going to be mats. And we are going to label these E and F. So E and F. All right, put those aside. Next, we're going to cut a 3 by 12. So 3. And this is going to be using the reverse side. So we're just going to write G on this side. Even if you use a pencil and you write it on the wrong side. So you're going to have, you have a sheet, 5-inch sheet. So you're going to cut these into 4-inch shapes. So 4 and 4. So now you have those, and you're going to be using the words of reverse side. So H, I, and J. All right. So the next one is the blue flower again, and you're just going to be cutting that directly in half. All right. So this one is going to be K, and then this one is going to be L. And hopefully I didn't mess that up because I forgot to look at the other side. Oh, darn it. It's okay. It'll be fine. We'll figure something out on that one. We can skip those pages. And I will. So, lesson learned. Pay attention when you're cutting. What is the reverse side to it? And they put it on this one, but they didn't put it on the last one. Okay. So now we're going to be doing the yellow paisley. And let's go back and look at yellow paisley. So this paisley, the 6 by 12, which is going to be M and N. M and N. So it's not going to matter which way you cut it. So we're going to cut those in half. Okay. So we're going to put those as M and N. And one thing that I just thought of, since this one, the directional one that I messed up, is all we have to do is flip it. And I'll show you how to do that. So, all right. So this one is pay attention to the papers are rotated. So O, P, Q, and R. So let's look for O, P, Q, and R. So O, and that's not O and P, Q, R. Nope. Nope. All right, A, B, C, D, K, L, M, N. We'll have to start singing the alphabet here in just a minute. So here's Q and R. Figure out what, not that one. Oh, here we go. This may be, oh, O and P. So we want to make sure O and P, when we put it in the trimmer, because it's going to, we want it to have it this way. So we're going to put it into the trimmer this way. So, and then, so we have it in the trimmer that way. So when we do the border, as you can see, this is going to be turned the other way. So we're going to do, and I'm going to cut from this side because it gives me more paper to work with and less likely to get crooked. So there's a 1-inch mark there. So 1. And then we're going to put O. And then we'll cut one more. and then P. All right. So now the next one is going to be 5 inches wide. So we're going to do 5 inches wide. And then we are going to go 10.5. Right. And then this is just going to be a scrap. Save that for later. Okay, so this is going to be Q. And we're going to be using this side. So now what we have left should be a 5-inch piece, which is 5. And then we're going to cut that to 9. And that's going to be a scrap. And this is going to be R. All right. So now we're down to the geometric, which isn't really directional at all. So the first one you're going to do 1.5 inches. All right. And this is going to be S. And then this is going to be, the next ones are going to be 5.5, which is right where this like end of your, just at the end right here is where 5.5 is going to be. So we're at 5.5. And then we are going to do 4.5. So 4.5. All right. So this is going to be U and T. And then this is going to be, so this is going to be a 5-inch piece. And then that's going to be 7.5. So 7.5. And this is going to be a scrap. And this is going to be V. All right. Designer page 8. We're getting there, getting closer. All right. So this one we knew wasn't a directional. So 5. I'm cut. This one is a 5 by 12. And this one is going to be W. The next one is going to be 2.5. And then we're going to turn that and cut it at a 4. One side's 4, one side's 8. So this is when we were the reverse. So Y and X are there. So we're going to do that again. 2.5. And then 4. What's great about these layouts is you could use this over again with other paper. You would just have to translate it, transpose it over. All right. Oops. I don't want to write it on that side. You can just erase that. See, I get talking and get going and then I screw up. All right. So this is AA and this is going to be Z. So then now we are at 1.5. All right. Make that lined up. And I find like if you start kind of in the middle, then the less likely of the paper getting crinkled. And then that we're using the reverse side of that. So it's B, B. All right. Lots of little pieces of paper. All right. So next we're going to the checkered. First, let's check the pattern on the back side. Is it directional? No, it's not. So we're good. So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do, let me put this away for a moment, is move this stuff to the side because these punches put out a lot of debris. We call them punch poop. So if you've never used our border punches before, they are flat and then you just open them like that. And then what you're going to do is there is this black line right here, and that's where you're going to line it up for the first punch. So the first punch is going to be right on that black line. And then my right hand is pushing this up against the guide So make sure it stays straight, and then you punch. And then you're going to move it over until you see to you've there's like this little pattern, and when the pattern matches up, you stop and you punch again, and you move it over till the pattern matches up, making sure that you're still pushing up to that guide on the right side. And then you're going to keep on doing that. All right. And then I think one more time. When it gets to the end, that one gets to be the trickiest. All right. And then you have this beautiful Paisley punch. So I've done that once. And so you kind of want to clear your debris, because getting too much debris in there can cause issues. So you can keep the insides. For this purpose, we don't need it. So I'm going to put all this into, try to gracefully get it into my can. All right. So what we're going to do is do this again one more time. So the directions say punch border. Oh, so we're doing actually punch the border. So we're doing it 2 more times after this. So line it up with that black line. And then we're just going to keep moving on, lining this up. So this weekend, my family is pretty much everybody's gone. They're gone camping, or they're in college. So it's me and my puppy, who I'm not really sure where she went. I think she found a blanket and like buried herself into it. So I decided, oh, what better time to like, I organized my craft stuff today. I cleaned up, just did all sorts of fun stuff. So there's 2. And then we'll clean all that up here in a second. All right, so we're gonna do punch border. So we're gonna do that one more time. I like, it's like measure. You ever watch This Old House? Measure twice, cut once. It's not the end of the world. You could find some cardstock, I'm sure, that would make it work. Like I said, if things get messed up, that's what embellishments are for. Journal boxes, other pictures. You can do all sorts of things. So, anyways, I kind of went through, my stash was getting very out of control, and I have an event coming up. So I was kind of going through things like, what can I, donate to schools? What can I sell? What maybe my clients want that. All right. And then when it's done, you just close it, and it lays flat like that. What's also really nice is they put a picture here for you. You also could put a label on there with a label maker that says Paisley Punch, so you know what each of those are. All right. So it's a lot. It's like teeny weeny little Paisleys. All right. Let's make sure I'm still lined up here. Get my trimmer back out. All right. So I need, so this should be, then cut at 4.5. Okay. So these are going to be 6. So it looks like I have a little bit left over, which is fine because I punched 3. Okay. So we're good. Oh, and I should have also have a little bit of a line, but what's really, really nice with the trimmer is you can just kind of do that, and then you cuts just like little micro pieces off of there. So now this one is going to be 4 and 8. So one looks like one's going to be matte. Okay. So now these are going to be reversed. So I'm going to mark this one GG and HH. All right. Get our papers back. in there. Okay, so this one is our next, and it's just going to be cutting it directly in half. So we have 6, and we're going to write on the back side I, and JJ. I, JJ. All right, write those on the back. All right, page 11. We're almost there. All right, so what I like to do is, this is 3/4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the 3/4 first. Let me see if what the directional does the directional mander on this one, because it kind of is a little bit of a directional paper. Nah, it's not going to matter. Okay, so I'm going to measure 3/4. All right, and so I need 2 of those. One, and I'm doing reverse, so I'm going to write LL, and then we're going to do another 3/4. I find cutting the littlest ones first is so much easier. MM. Okay, so now I need a 4.5 by 12. There's 4.5. And I'm going to write, this is KK. And then these look like they're just going to be mats. So we're going to cut those in blocks of 4. 4. And then one more at 4. All right. And then we're using the reverse side. So we're going to write the letters here. N, O, O, P, P. All right. Last sheet. This is craft cardstock, and this came with it as well. This is not part of our regular line, but I really, really hope at some point it will be, because I really like it. So we are going to cut 2 at 3 by 12. And let's say today here in the Midwest, it's supposed to be like fall. It's October, but it was 90 degrees today. So it's kind of a crazy Q Q R R. It's supposed to cool off, but it's just like this weird, we're in this weird space of, is it fall? Is it summer? Is it both? And so um I personally really like fall. So I was kind of like, oh, now we have summer again. So, but before we know it, it'll be snowing and we'll all be complaining. So, and that will be an extra sheet. Okay, so this is SS T T. So, speaking of weather, do you like the winter, spring? The older I get, the more I do not like winter. I would like to go someplace where it's a little warmer in the winter. Working on that, but not quite there yet. All right, so let's go back, and we've got all these piles. So do our best to kind of, I'm going to make them, separate them out a little bit. Let's see, those are, that's all that. Give me a minute here. I'm going to just separate them out. There's a little bit of space for all of them, so I know where I'm at when I'm trying to grab for different pieces. So it's like the baubles. I think this is so, love that paper. I'll just put that over there for now. I am a messy scrapbooker. If you haven't, like, the more you watch me, the more you realize how messy I am. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna do some welting. So the first one is we're gonna do A, B, C, and D. So this is D. This is C. This is B, and then this is should be A. Yep. All right, so we're gonna do some welding. There's kind of a couple options when it comes to welding. One, you can use a tape runner, or you can use tape chips. Let me see if I can find in my little container here. If you don't mind, see, this was messy because I was working on different stuff today. Usually I have my tape chips in this little container in a little plastic sack. So you can do welding, which is you just take like little strips of paper, and we can use some of the leftovers, or if you have some backer sheets, which are the white, what I call a backer sheet is this sheet that comes with it. You can also use that as well as and make strips out of that and weld it that way. If I don't find my tape chips here in like 2 seconds, then I am going to just move on. I'm just going to move on, and we're going to do some welding. So I'm going to get my 12-inch trimmer back out, and we are just going to cut some 1-inch. Let's cut some half inch. All right, one. Oops, that other was 3/4. That's fine. 1, 2, 3/4. That'll give me more space to put tape runner on. I'll just cut all this up. These are really nice if you just have a bunch of scraps or white paper. You can use these. If you cut something not straight, save it. It can be your welding paper. All right. So we'll hold on to that for, I'm going to put that over there. So what you're going to do is, so this is the way it looks. You are going to flip it over, and this is the way you don't want it to look. So you're going to see the back side where I had written the letters. So now take one of your little welding strips, and I'm going to get regular tape runner instead of my repositionable tape runner. Oh, my dog came out from wherever she was hiding, and I don't know what she's doing now. So if she barks or makes noise, that's my dog for that. So we are going to, and having these mats kind of helps if you can match them up on there. So it's a tiny, tiny bit off. Okay. All right. I'm going to take this white strip and run it up the back. So now when you flip it over, you have a sheet. So don't worry if you can see a little bit. You can see a little bit. However, you are going to put a sticker over that eventually. So I kind of do things in little bits and pieces. Like I like to dry fit everything to know where it's at, to make sure I didn't put something in the wrong place. So we're going to weld this piece together. If you've not used tape chips are just as similar as well, but this gives it a little bit, gives it some stability. And then that there, like a little piece of paper. All right. So now you're going to flip this back over. I should have put some tape runner right down that. There we go. All right. So now, and I messed it up. All right. It's fine. That. I flipped it over wrong. Get this off of. And if I need to put like other paper on the back to keep it from being sticky, not a big deal either. So pulled off. Okay. So the way we want it is it needs to be like this. So I need to flip it over like this. And I did the other one wrong too. Oh my gosh, I'm like having a night. I need to pay attention more. Go to bed earlier. I was up last night. Like, do you just lose track of time when you're scrapbooking? You're like, oh, yeah, it's like 10 o'clock. I'll do this one more hour. And then the next thing you know, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and everybody's like sound asleep and the dog's like, please come to bed. I don't know if you have an animal. Our animal gets upset if you like don't come to bed when she wants you to come to bed. So, okay, so this is the way. Make sure I have the things. Okay, so this is the way we want it to go. We want to flip and flip so it looks wrong on this side. Let's try this one more time. And you're probably watching this video screaming like, it's wrong, it's wrong, are you gonna fix it? So trust me, more than likely I will catch it eventually. It might be a day or so, but I'll catch it. Okay, let's see if this turns out okay. It turned out. All right, I got a little bit of sticky right here. So what I can do is I can either try and scrape it off, or let's take one of those backer sheets or one of the welding strips and just put it down over that. And then we get this flattened. All right. Like I said, it kind of might seem a little flimsy at first. However, it is going to have a sticker, so it will be fine. If right here, this wavy sticker will be right there. Okay, so let's go on to the next page, and we're gonna, like I said, I kind of do this in a process. So the next one, we'll put these off to the side for a moment, and then we'll go back. Right, I'm going to put those behind me right there. So the next sheets are going to be similar. So we need K, which is going to be one of these sheets. These are one of the sheets I cut wrong, which is not going to be a big deal. So what you can do is we're going to make it like this. Let me see if I can find K. That's L. I should write them. Okay, this is K. So K is going to be that. And then L, which is, I'm pretty sure this was L. We're going to do this. So instead of, I cut it wrong. However, all you have to do is we're going to do it like this. And then we'll just change how our pictures are, which is going to be completely fine. So this is going to be this side. Move this over, and then we'll do the page on the opposite side, and then we'll get everything welded together. So the next one is going to be this orange, and the orange is going to be actually a full sheet. And then we are going to need, I'm pretty sure it's this one. So that's going to be G. So this is G. So all we have to do is we're just going to rotate that one to the top. So then when we put this together, the stickers are going to be going this way, like this. And then we can adjust the photos if necessary. So let's flip this over this way, this over this way, and then we are going to weld those together. The other one we don't have to weld together because it's using a full sheet. It's not that. You can also use white paper, but I put my pages on my finished pages on white pages. That's my personal preference of how I like to scrapbook. So, but if you're putting them in like top loading sleeves, side loading sleeves, um, the 3-ring binder sleeves, and you don't care, then that works for you. Then that's what works for you. You don't have to do everything. It's whatever your personal preference is. Um, I just personally like how the pages end up looking in an album and easy to flip, lots of durability. Get this, put that there, flip it back over, and then like that. And then we'll put this one down, use some little bit of repo, and then put this at the top. So like I said, I messed up in the cutting, but it works. I can just flip it to be this way. And you know what? When people look at my pages, they're not going to go back and look at the original and be like, I think you did that wrong. No, it'll be fine. All right. So we've got those two pages completed for that. Let's go to this page. So the base sheets are going to be this craft cardstock, which I absolutely love this. Sometimes you just need a little bit of like color, like not, you don't want white and you don't want black and you don't want gray. Like I just love this craft color that has it. All right, so we are going to go with, let's find Q and R, which is going to be these right here. Not going to be, here's R. And here's Q. All right, so we've got those. Next, we are going to need, out of the brown, U and T. So it looks like that is definitely U. And I guess this is the T. And this is T. Okay, so U and T. So next, we are going to find, put those back over here for the moment, is we need these flowers, which is going to be the other side's checkered. So GG and HH. Oh, I labeled those wrong. Those are GG and HH. All right. So let's try fit these on. So we're going to put this one and this up a little bit so I got some space. And then this one. And then Q. That's Q. Then that's R. And then this is GG. Oops. Got that caught in there. GG and HH. All right. So looks like a little bit from the bottom. So get this lined up. Looks like ½ inch up from the bottom. Sometimes I read directions and sometimes I don't. So ½ inch from the bottom. Okay. And then I'm just looking to see if those, tell if those are really overlapping or not. So might have, yeah. So you're gonna have a little bit of gap there. Put that one up there. All right, and then this one is right. And I kind of want to just look at the lines. So it looks like that's a line, that's a line. So it looks like it's about right here. And then my lines 1, 2, 3, 4. So right about right here on that one. And then we're going to match these papers up. Not quite centered. So is it warm where you're at, or is it finally like starting to be cool? I know when I was in Colorado a few weeks ago, um, it was starting to get cold. And I wrote this on the wrong side. That's okay. That's what erasers are for. It was like, what was it, 30s at night, and then oh, I'm out of tape runner. It never ever fails. Like you're like, oh, I got tape runner, and then it just runs out really fast. Here is. I have this trusty little like foldable shelf behind me, and so I have usually throw a whole bunch in there. I mean, we'll have to go out and get some more. I Right now a lot of my stuff is stored in my garage, so just because I don't have a lot of space in my house, and of course, okay, that was definitely not straight. Let's try this again one more time. It must probably moved after I put it down. And put that straight at the bottom. And then we're going to do match this up. So if your measurements are a little bit off, then we're just covering it up there. All right, so that side's up for G, and this is going to be probably about right there. That little piece jumped. All right, so now we have, oh, we don't have, this one uses one of these. So my guess is this is the one. Go back where I punched, cut at 4.5. So we're gonna cut this at 4.5 with. I'm just gonna use my photo trimmer. The new photo trimmer is so lovely. Really, really like it. So you can cut paper with it, even though it says photo trimmer. Okay, so 4.5 there. And with these, this one, the new one is currently out of stock. It's been super popular. It's been a while since they came out with a new trimmer. So it's been really, really sells out really, really fast every time it's came back in stock. So the next shipment is due in November. So if you be sure to ask your advisor about that. So we are going to, I just want to make sure, and I want the, like, not this side up, but I'm using repositional tape runner on a silicone mat. So then the tape runner sticks to the um, the paper, and then it sticks to no, that's like too far up. We're gonna move it down a little bit. There we go. So what we're going to do is there is stickers that we're going to put inside of this. So that will get covered up. So this side for that. So if you have intricate pieces, the pinpoint precision adhesive is great too. However, I just really like the tape runner using silicone mat. Doesn't get glue, number one, all over me because, like I said, I'm a messy scrapbooker. So match that up as best I can, or I adhere it down. All right, there we go. All right, we have those completed. And if anything's sticking up, we can go back and add more tape runner too. All right, that was layout number 3. Layout number 4 is also going to use that. And then layout number 5 looks like it's going to be welded as well. All right, so we're going to use these 2 craft cardstocks. And all right, So we are going to need K, there's KK, and then V. So this is, let's go this way. So this is W and this is V. All right. And then we're going to need these sheets. So the back side of the brown. So the long sides, and we're going to corner round these is two. So this is Z. Oops. And this is going to be X. And then this is Y and AA. All right. So let's first adhere what we can. All right. Well, my dog is back in her bed now. And then let's see if we can just get these. Let's line this up. So where do exactly do we want this? We have it in the middle. So see how that looks. And sometimes I just like to eyeball it, but that looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. So then it's adhered down. Then it doesn't shift on me. All right, I'm gonna need my corner rounder. This is the oldie but goodie tool. So it's having you corner around this bottom right here. So I'm gonna corner around that. I go through spurts with using the corner rounder. I don't know. Like some people, I remember in the old days we used to corner around everything, like every picture, everything, and not so much anymore. But I feel like it's making its comeback, and it has its purpose, and it looks really cool for that. So let's get this guy. Let's see if we can get this guy matched up. The paper matched up here. Let's see where I got. You also can use a T-square. But once, to be honest, once you get it in on separate pages, no one's gonna know it didn't exactly line up. So for that, and then we are going to corner around this bottom corner. Oops, exactly. Get my multi-purpose tool. Sometimes it doesn't work out just right, especially if you no, this one's a little bit off too. Hold on. I'm gonna reposition this again. Make sure that's all right. Try this one more time. That goes right here. That right there. All right, and then this one needs this corner rounded. So if you're not haven't liked or subscribed to any of my videos, it would really help me out. Um, I want to be able to just be able to do these videos as much as I can. I love to scrapbook. Scrapbooking is like my passion in life. It's kind of it's my therapy is what I feel like. I don't know. Um, it's just something really fun that I like to do. All right. 2-page spread. All right. So we're kind of getting down to the last of the pieces. We need this piece this piece. Makes it easier to be able to like, oh yeah, I need this one on that side. That's gonna go there. Is that gonna go there? No, that is not the right ones. And then this is gonna go in here. And then oh, this is what I need. Or is this one and this one? All right, where are we at? Like at time? We're almost at an hour. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish welding all these together, and then we're gonna go back and pick the 2 pages out that I'm going to flip these over just like that. Then I'm gonna show you that we're gonna put the pictures on. So and go from there. We'll maybe use the do the borders a different, go back and I'll do the borders a different time. So um I don't want to make these like super super long where people are like, oh my gosh, let's just get to the end. It's kind of like you already know who the killer is and you know what the outcome's going to be, so you just want to like get it over with. So one of my friends and I, we had this idea. We like to scrapbook, and so we thought about like coming on and we'll just spend like a Friday night scrapbooking and talk about true crime. So we're both obsessed with true crime. We're also obsessed, or like just I love procedural oh my gosh, the not stay together. Uh, Procedural police shows like Law and Order. NCIS is like my absolute favorite show on the face of the earth. If you like walk into my office, I'm going to be watching NCIS. However, I have recently like started watching. I didn't watch Rizzoli in Isles when it was on, but I kind of have gotten into watching that now, and so I've been watching those. Um, I think this week is premiere week for most of the shows. Um, NCIS. I know like all the ABC, NBC ones started last week. So I was watching Law and Order SVU, and I was haven't watched all of the regular Law and Order. I was really excited when it came back, but like there's literally no one the same in Law and Order as there was. I know some of them have passed away, moved on, gone done other shows, that kind of stuff. So I was really sad last year when the Sam Waterston who played Jack McCoy left. But I get it. I mean, he was Jack McCoy for a long time, and at some point you got to hang up your hat, kind of like Mark Harmon and Bean Gibbs. So as much as we miss him, all right, that has to go this way. I'm gonna put this on the back. I'm gonna put a backer strip on it. Um, you know what? I mean, that was their whole lives for many, many, many years. So gotta at some point quit. Can't do it forever. It's like a retirement thing. So, all right, make sure I'm getting these going the right way. All right, we have successfully gotten all of the sheets done. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to pull out. Um, First, I'm going to show you. Let's do the 70s pictures first. So these are pictures. Does this not scream 70s? These are pictures of me and my family. Um, from I don't know what year this was, but it was probably Christmas time or Easter time. But let's check out that beautiful suit. Such a lovely suit. So I thought it would be fun to use. Now my memory escapes me because I know one of them I was going to use the brown, and then the other one using that one. I'm not that one. That one, not that one. Well, let's kind of go through and see which ones look really good. So this one I'm going to use with, um, yeah, this one is going to be used with the pictures of my daughter. And then this one, thought about using this one. Let's see how this one looks. All right. All right, let's pull out. Don't jump. Okay. So this one has the Paisley on it. And it had a picture going this way, and then I could do a peekaboo pocket, and then this one had this one, this one, this one. I want to do this one as a peekaboo. We can do that page just like that. I still need to get like the other stuff on there. Or we could, there's this yellow. I feel like if I use these, like it's very competing. Let's see if we can find a different page that's not so competing. All right, so this is the one I kind of goofed up on. And we might have to get some white paper to that's kind of fun because it's got some pinks and some oranges. And okay, so originally this one, do this, and I can trim these down. Okay, so I need to pay attention to the sticker part. So let's get the sticker sheets out. And this is going to be, I'm just going to put the sticker across here. No, don't stick to the, oh, I hate when that happens. These are very, very sticky. All right, so sticker number 1, across from there. And then let's move these down. And then we'll do sticker number 2. And by these outfits, I mean, are totally showing my age. So I'm not going to tell you how old I am. But if you can't tell from the couch and from the outfits that we're wearing, it's pretty obvious what year this is. So I don't know, I feel like that could go there. And do that. And then it has one of the, we can do this in the middle like this. I don't have any more pictures than just these right here. It did have, and we can go renegade. We don't have to put, it also had this, we do this as like a little journal box. Oh, one of the cats is in here. And he is going to try and help. So, hey, no. You get. I don't want you messing with my keyboard. All right. So I do need an N. Okay. So I do need one of these. So this is probably, I'm going to have to trim these, but there. And then I do need 2 of these. So I could do this one and then, oops. ENF. Oh, there's more. I'm like, these don't seem like the right size. All right. ENF. Okay. So we could do one of these and one of these, but I'm going to have to trim them up. These, since it's already kind of cut off on the bottom anyways, we could do some trimming, and it does recommend the size of the pictures 3.5 by 5.5. Okay. So let's see what that will get me to 5.5. And then this one is 5.5, and then 3.5. So these are 4 wide So I'm going to take like a quarter off on each side just to try and, I'm going to take it all off on the one side. All right. This one is going to be 3.5. So really, I could get, and this one needs a little bit more because it's not exactly. All right. And then this one is going to be 3.5 by 5.5. So there's, I'm just going to take a little bit off the bottom then. 3.5. And then 5.5. That'll be more closer. Okay. So let's find my tape runner. We'll just use this one. All right. Have that. Go with that. And then these, I feel like I want them all in there. So I'm going to take like another, I'm going to take another. So they're at 5.5. I'll do 5.25. Try this again. 5. And these pictures obviously are not like in the greatest shape. 5.25. We're gonna do 5. They were old slides that were scanned, and we scanned them ourselves, and they didn't turn out so great. So okay, I think one thing that we could do is also put using some white paper. Let me put this over here. I'm going to put some mats on it. So what did I say? These were 3.5 by 5. So we want 3, 5, or see. So we want 5.25 by 3.75. So 3.75. And cut another one like that. And you can use these backer sheets, not a big deal. All right. I just feel like, whew, there's a lot of patterns going on here with these beautiful suits. And it makes me think Christmas because my brother has this like Christmas type thing on, but you never know. Like it could be Christmas, it could be Easter. Who knows? Or I could be wearing this thing, what I wore for Easter for Christmas. You just never ever know. And this was so long ago in that I don't even remember wearing this outfit. So, and these figures look like they were taken at 2 separate times because my hair looks very different. So, one of them could be Easter and one of them could be Christmas for that. All right. Get these down. And then this has, like, it has some stickers and peace and right on. And I don't know what I'm going to do. But I might do something else. All right. I'm going to put this one here. All right. So let's move on to my cat is still watching me scrapbook. No, Mr. Goose. His name is Goose, and he's a ginger cat. And he's really not my cat. He's my daughter's cat. And she went to college, and I have a cat. So he's a very, very sweet boy. All right. So 5.5 by 3.5. Okay. So this is going to be, I'm going to take a 1/4 inch off of each side. Okay, so that's 6. All right, and then 3.5. And then we'll put that on there. So this is another lovely outfit. It looks like pajamas to me, but I don't think it's pajamas for that. But yes, it's a very interesting outfit. All right, so this is gonna be 5.5. I have a whole bunch of other ones. So 3 and 3.25, and then 3.5. So yes, this can be. I think this groovy retro vibes can be used. Um, it can be used for the 70s, or it can be used for, you went to a Halloween party. So let's cut these to 5.5 by 3.5. Okay, so 5.5 by. Oh, Goose is back helping me. Take a little bit off the top. He is so nosy. Like, I don't know if you can relate. Please put it in the comments. I love him, but oh my gosh, like curiosity, cat, curiosity. You don't have to know everything I'm doing. This one's gonna be harder to cut. This one I might just have to cut like a little bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom, and just have to have it that way. All right, so this is 5.5 by 3.5, so 5 3/4. 5 3/4, and by 3 3/4, and that should fit that one. I know I was going to speed up here. All right, that one and that one. Do I have enough white? I don't have enough white for that one. Here, I'll have to find another. See if I can find another backer sheet real quick. Just a plain white sheet. I know they're in here. I have a basket of ideas and things that I'm currently working on and doing, and I just have them all in a basket back here. All right, so this one, let's see what the measurement is on this one. This is, make sure this is, that's 5.5 by 4 3/4, or 3 3/4. All right, so I need. All right, my cat's on the trimmer. Hey, you. Hey, you. You're on my trimmer. Okay. I'm going to do 5 3. I'm just going to cut this at 5 3/4. I know you want to help, but you're being annoying. You're awfully sweet, but you're being annoying. Okay. Now I already forgot what the size is of this. All right. So this is, we'll just put it on here and then trim whatever we need off. Mr. Goose must be wanting to go somewhere. So, can you guess why we named him Goose? Well, we are Top Gun fans, but we are also Captain Marvel fans, and so Goose is a flirkin in Captain Marvel. Marvel, yeah, this cat is a definite flirkin. We haven't lost any eyes yet. If you're a Marvel fan, you'll totally understand that one. But if you're not, sorry, spoiler alert. Yeah, he is a sweet, sweet little boy, but sometimes he is a very mischievous boy. He's sitting on here, my edge of my table, cleaning himself, staring at me. Like, what you doing? Can I help? I would love to help. So he cannot help me because it seems dangerous with cats' claws, using sharp objects. This trimmer is sharp. Oh my gosh. What the heck did I just do? That one, may have to do some fancy. Be fancy. All right, let's put this very end for now. Probably go back and fix this a little bit, trim this down, make it more even. I could also like do that. Anyways, we'll just do this for now. But you get the gist, and you got to see these lovely, lovely outfits that we were rocking from the 70s. So I'm gonna have to trim this guy up. But and then this one also had like peace and right on, and I'll probably do something different. Move this up a little bit because I don't like how it's like either on over the sticker or on the sticker, or that just makes me crazy. I don't like it that way. And then could do something like this. So sometimes it's just like on the fly. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I can go back and adjust this, but like this, and then I can get this. There was no stickers. Oh yeah, there was. I already got the stickers, so we're good. But there's a peace sign. We could put Mr. Peace sign. I would put it down here because it looks better. And I might just move these up a little bit more. This is why I like to use repositional tape runner, because then it's just easier to get things up and down and less likely to show mess ups on your paper for that. So, and on your pictures for that. So if you haven't used Creative Memories repositional tape runner, love it. Use it all the time. Okay, you can do peace here. Get this out of the way. So this is my version of layout number 2 for that. So now, obviously, I used 70s paper here on this one. However, you could use it for other things. So I'm not going to adhere the piece down. I'm just going to leave that there for now. Kind of go back and look at what do I have for embellishments and other things like that. So I'm going to put those back. Goose is still here with us, helping, telling me what to do. Kind of a bossy little boy. All right. Here's where I wanted to show you that this doesn't have to be used for, oh my gosh, this is like, oh, I have to use this for the 70s. No. This gives out very 70s vibes. However, these senior pictures that my daughter has, so let's kind of just lay these out. Some of these, the way I printed them such that, let's see, some of these are going to have to get trimmed. So let's do it this way. 1, 2, like this, and then put this in here. All right. And then there are no, trying to look here. There's no mats or anything, but it has butterflies, which is perfect for her because she loves butterflies. Her prom dress had butterflies all over it. So, now I feel like these right here, I'm going to mat those really quick. All right, repositional tape runner. Here we go. So repositional tape runner, if you are like, oh, which is which, it has green. So that tells me really, really quick. And I'm just going to put these on here like this. Oops. And it jumped right when I put it down. So I just want a little bit of a reveal. So I'm going to trim these off. Actually, I'm just going to put the next step down, and then we'll go from there. Those. and the multi-purpose tool. So if things don't come out evenly, especially if you have I have gel nails right now, and so I love them. I need to get them fixed, but you probably heard me say that 2 videos ago too. Um, it just having that multi-purpose tool really helps pick things up, especially when your nails don't want to cooperate. Okay, I have that. This one needs a little bit off. Sometimes it's just trial and error of trimming and trimming and trimming. And then you're like, okay, then you can trim too much. And I've been known to do that too. Okay, so those two are done. That. Um, yeah, what is really nice is these will get 50,000 cuts out of them. Um, please do be careful. I left my blade open the other night when I was like trimming pictures um that I had printed off, and sure enough I hit the top of my finger, and next thing I know I'm like bleeding everywhere, and I'm like, what? I barely touched it. So just make sure you have your trimmer closed. All right, I'm gonna mat these real quick too. Then we're gonna find the pretty butterfly and put those on there. That actually works out perfect for that. And then, so if you are, next week is like true premiere week, I think for a lot of news stations, like, what are you looking forward to? Um, like I already said, NCIS. However, Tracker with Justin Hartley, that was a good show that came out, especially when they brought in Jensen Ackles. If you're a Supernatural fan, tons of Easter eggs in that one. Love Supernatural. Um, you could probably catch me watching that in my office some days um, as well. I just have to be in the right mood, and it depends what I'm that. All right, so let's get these back on here. Let's get this one fits. Oh, what, kitty? Yeah? Are you trying to tell me something? You need out? Huh? I don't know if you can hear the cat meowing, but I don't know what he needs. If he wants out to see what um is going on in the rest of the house, even though there's really not anything going on in the rest of the house. He's just nosy. He's like a toddler. Even though there may not be anything going on, he still has to go and see for himself the truth. All right. Let's see here. Get those in down a little bit. Like I said, people aren't gonna like go, oh my gosh, that's not perfect. People are looking at the story, is what I tell my customers, is people are looking at the story. They're not looking at, did you put the right embellishment in there? I'm gonna put some right there. That was kind of sticking up and it was bugging me. Okay. I got this one on there. All right. So this one calls for, we're going to get some butterflies and some hearts. And the question is the butterflies and the hearts are going to be stickers. It looks like it's definitely not those stickers. Okay. So they have, okay, the love always. This is why I like to dry fit things. So love always goes up here. And then there's a butterfly sticker. And then it looks like butterfly stickers. So I'm going to, first of all, get my tape runner and get tape runner on this and put this right here. First, actually, I lied. I'm going to do, what's the biggest? Okay, so there's how many butterflies? One, two, three. There must be a big butterfly over here. Oh, there is. There is. All right. I actually want to tape runner the butterfly down, and then I'm going to foam square. So I'm going to kind of go from here. So I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to foam square. And I love using foam squares. Gives everything a little bit of dimension. There also is foam tape that you can use. Sometimes when I'm running low on foam squares, I'll just start using up foam tape as well. And then put one more in the middle here, like, I'll put one right here. All right. I love foam tape. Now with the stickers, what you can do to de-sticker them is put them on your shirt and pull them off like 2-3 times, and then don't forget to take them off, and don't put them through the wash. That's a bad thing too. You also can get like a craft brush that has baby powder in it, and then you can just put it over that. I find it's just easy enough to just put that. All right, so put that there. All right, and then we need stickers with hearts. So we need a brown heart, and I can put a little bit of foam tape on that. Here's my other sheet. I have a little sheet that has, so the sheets, the foam tape sheets come in a variety. So they have like the little tiny ones, and then they have I would say like tiny, small, medium, and large, and then also the foam tape, and that's really nice too. So I put that there. Okay, and then magenta, and then orange. All right, so let's put that one right here, and then I'm gonna pop. So this one, I'm sticking it to my shirt. That way it gets all the fuzzies on it, makes it less sticky. And then it's hard to get that off. There, okay. Right there, okay. And then the other side has the two butterflies. So this butterfly, I'm going to foam tape. So I'm sticking it on my shirt. And then I'm putting some foam squares on that one. I love how this turned out with just, it's the right color. This was done, well, she's in college, second year of college now. So this has been um, a while ago these pictures were taken. However, I mean, goes to show like you can use, just because it's like retro vibes does not mean you have to absolutely use it for um 70s pictures. And so that's why I kind of showed you like one is that way and one is the other. Am I running out of, oh, I do have more over there. I'm like, why am I running out of hearts already? Okay, let's put a heart down here. And Mr. Cat is back. Can I help you, sir? No, you cannot get, oh, you might be able to see him. No, Goose, you cannot get on the no computer. I'm afraid if he gets on the computer, like I'll lose my recording feed, and that would be bad because, we've been recording this for a while now. All right, same deal. We're gonna put this on my shirt, pull it off, put it on, get the like kind of the. All right, put that on. Shoot. Let's see if I can. I don't. Those foam squares really, really stick well. All right, let's put that one on there. All right, and then this one, goes at the top here. And then we need an orange and a brown. Okay, so the brown one can go right here, and the orange one can go right here. All right, so let's get this out of the way. Goose, that was not an invitation for you to, no, get on my computer. She's never like this. You must really want something. All right, so here we go. This is using retro vibes, and we're using the sticker box number 3, and we're using my daughter's senior pictures to do those, and I think that turned out super cute. And then let's look at the other one. So my lovely 70s. I'm still like gonna fiddle and fuss with this one, but it's fun. It's retro. Loving the suit. I think this was a dress, but to me it looks like pajamas, so who knows. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me on this Saturday night. I really appreciate it. Um, Keep watching for more videos. I did yesterday, last night I did a vintage chic one. And so that one was how to use vintage chic and how to use the pockets. My daughter, my oldest child and her friend went to Red Rocks to a concert. So to do that, I'm also going to do some more. Goose, leave the dog alone. Anyways, see, it's like having a little toddler. So I also will have our new Booyah, which is our new Halloween. Did some cute Halloween pictures of my kids when they were little. So be sure to subscribe and like. I do events in the Midwest. I do 7 a year in the state of Iowa. So I'm put in the notes below. I'll put a link that has all my events remaining for 2024. I'm almost done with getting the date set for 2025. I do have a 2025 date set for the end of January. It is a retreat. The one that is for next month for Croptober, or this month, actually, it's this month, is already sold out. So if you're thinking about you want to scrapbook with us on a 3-day weekend, be sure to check that out and sign up early. So like and subscribe. And once again, I'm Tracy Walker from the Scrapping Studio, and have a great night.